Welcome to the SAP Datasphere and SAC tutorial. This is the first tutorial. And in this tutorial, I will guide you how to register the SAP Datasphere and SAC trial account from SAP company for free. And here you can see this is the SAP Datasphere screen, and this is the SAP Datasphere system from SAP, and here we can access to a numbers of Datasphere features, and we can use this system to try how Datasphere is working. And also from this Datasphere, if we go over here, we can choose SAP Analytic Cloud, and again this SAP Analytic Cloud is also free from SAP, and they are called Datasphere or SAC trial system. And also from this Datasphere, if we go over here, we can choose SAP Analytic Cloud, and again this SAP Analytic Cloud is also free from SAP, and they are called Datasphere or SAC trial system. And they are totally free from SAP, but we have to register to SAP based on our email, and then SAP will provide us user ID and password to access to their trial system for free, and we don't have to pay any single cents. We can register the free SAP Datasphere and SAC account for free from SAP by going to the internet through the web browser. This is the web browser Microsoft Edge. Then we go to google.com. We can either search for the SAC trial account or Datasphere trial account. This is a list of search results from the Google, and then we have to make sure that we click on the correct URL and make sure that the source of URL is www.sap.com. Click the button Try Now to proceed. Enter the email address that we will use to access to the SAP system for Datasphere and SAC trial account. It can be any email, company email, personal email, Google, Yahoo, as long as it is a valid email account. For the example here, this is the email address that we will use to access to the SAC system. Then here we use the email address .datasphere as because in order to access to the SAC system, we need to go through the Datasphere for the trial account. Here we need to provide the profile to the SAP system. After entering the profile information, we need to click on this button, Submit, to proceed. Subsequently, we need to go through the verification to make sure that this registration is not triggered from the automatic system. The verification is done. Click the button Verify to proceed. Here we receive the message asking us to go to our email to activate our SAC account. We need to go to the email to activate the account for Datasphere and SAC. Here we see a list of email address that we logged in previously to the Gmail account. We use the option Use another account to proceed to log in to the email address that we will be using for the SAC system. Enter the email address to log in. This is the email address that we use for SAC account. Enter the password to our email. This is the mailbox, consists of a list of email that we receive, and search for the latest email from SAP, and the subject is activate your account. Scroll down to the bottom of the email. Click on this button to activate our SAC account. And we have to enter the password for our SAC. After entering the password, click on this button. Then click to continue. The system will provide us the new user ID and the password that we use to access to our SAC trial account. we are not going to use our email and password to access to our SAC account. Instead, we will use this user ID and password to access to our SAC trial account. With a new web browser, again, we go to google.com. Search for Datasphere trial account. This is a list of search results from the google.com, and make sure that the URL, the source is from www.sap.com. Click the button Try Now to proceed. Then the system will provide us again the same user ID and the password, which we will use this user ID and password to access to the SAC trial account. This is the Datasphere trial system for free. Then we can access to some of the features from SAP Datasphere. Then in order to go to the SAC, we have to click the option as shown on the screen. Here we can see there are two options from the system. We can choose to go to SAP Analytic Cloud or continue to be in this SAP Datasphere screen. Click the option SAP Analytic Cloud to proceed to the SAC system. If you see the dialog screen prompted, click the button Close to proceed to the SAP system. Now we can enjoy the SAC trial system.